Bam, yup. I know you see the title, and you can't even see all the shoes. Yeah, you can't even see all the shoes I got. Might as well drop them. But yeah, man, we are talking about 2025's most inflated Nike and Jordan brand sneakers that I own. There's some of them that I don't own, so if it's anything that I don't talk about that just blew up in price, comment it down below. But we just gonna talk about what I have, y'all. So let's talk about it. YouTube. It's inflated out here, man. Fam or what's good, man? How y'all feeling? Happy Sunday to y'all, man. It's your boy Jay here with some more sneaker content for y'all, man. And today is something different. I wanted to go outside the norm with this video, and I wanted to talk about just some inflated prices, of course, resale. We ain't even gonna talk about, of course, just the inflation and prices already from Nike with the tariffs, of course, the $5 hike. That $5 adds up, you know what I'm saying? When you copping 5, 10, 20 pairs a year, that $5 adds up, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't talking about the retail side of things. We are talking about resale and what people are paying for these shoes. And like I said, y'all, in the title, if you didn't get these shoes that released in 2025 yet, you either gonna have to break the bank to get them, or you just gonna have to forget about them, y'all. So we gonna talk about some shoes here in this video. Before we dive into it, newcomers or viewers, let's just say viewers, if you are viewing this video and you are not subscribed, man, lock in with the fam, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. We are on the road. Y'all said y'all tired of hearing me say it, but we are knocking at the door, man. So 200K is almost here. Y'all ain't gonna hear me saying it. Y'all gonna hear me saying 250. Yeah, 250. But for now, y'all, we crawling before, we walking before we run, you know what I'm saying? So hey, hit that subscribe button, lock in with your boy Jay. If you are new, leave a comment down below. Let me know that you are new so I can welcome you into the family the right way. Personalized comments. Your boy Jay does get back to all the comments. I've been a little behind, but I'm trying to get back to them, y'all. I'm only one person and I answer all my comments myself. So I appreciate those of you who do take the time to comment. Do not ever think that your comment goes unnoticed. Like I said, I see all the comments. I will try to react to them. But like I said, it's just one me and it's thousands of y'all. So for those of y'all that understand, I appreciate y'all. But yes, newcomers, viewers, all that, hit the subscribe button. Even if you were a member or think you were a member, double check, because YouTube has been unsubscribing people, man. But with all that out the way, man, we do have some shoes that released this year that prices have just got way out of hand, and I'm gonna try memory. I'm not looking at no dates or nothing like that, so I'm gonna try to think in my head when these shoes released and go back from, of course, the earliest release of 2025 to the present, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and check out sneaker number one. Bang! Sneaker number one has to be my favorite sneaker of all time, y'all. The Jordan 1 High 85 Breads, y'all, which released earlier this year. It had like a double release because select stores did do early pop-up events early in February. Then it was a later release, I want to say more wider at select stores. But when I say wider, don't think that it was a big release. It was very, very slim pickings for these, y'all. But the Jordan 1 Bread High 85s. Now this one, you might have some grace with it because they are set to be releasing these again at the end of the year in November, I want to say. And I don't know if it's going to be the identical same shoe. They're changing up a look, the packaging, I don't know what they're doing. But as of right now, it is rumored that the same shoe will be releasing in November. Now, when it comes to prices of these, y'all, these are going for $450, $500 after fees, depending on size, y'all. These are up, y'all, and these did retail for $250. So it is well over $200 above the market price from what they retailed at. So yes, man, you'll be coming off the hip an extra $200 to get your hands on a pair of these prior to the November set release date. Like I said, we'll have to wait till we get closer to that time to see what happens with these, but as of right now, we're gonna hope that we do get that release and it is the same shoe, man, because I don't know how y'all feel about this release, but I feel like this release was trash. It was trash. We gotta call it what it is, you know what I'm saying? But yes, the number one shoe, want to say we starting with February with these, the High 85 Breads. Yeah, man, price is up on those, y'all. Let's go on to the next shoe. Woo! You know these had to make it, y'all. Bang! The Jordan 5 Metallic Reimagines, y'all. Now this shoe, I talk about it often on the channel, y'all. This is the non-collab GR release of the year. I don't care what nobody says, y'all. This is the sneaker of the year when it does come to non-collab, just general release, OG shoe. It has to be, y'all. Like, you cannot go out to the mall without seeing at least one person wearing this shoe. And if you know anything about shoes as far as selling them, this is probably gonna be top 5 shoes that people ask about when they come to a store. You know, do y'all got metallic 5s? Do y'all got metallic 5s? Like, y'all, I don't know where it came from. Is it the trimming, the lining, the white lining, or is it the white laces, y'all? But metallic 5s went crazy, and so did the price, y'all. Now, metallic 5s are $400+ y'all, man. So this was a February 2025 release, man. And from the jump, y'all, of course, they released somewhat around tax time. There were large lines everywhere. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, when this shoe released, I was scared for just the future of upcoming Jordan brand releases. Of course, we see what it is now. Everything is still kind of sitting, and specific shoes sell out, but for the most part, it is easy, fairly easy to get your hands on a shoe that you might want. But these right here, y'all, chaos, shootings, fightings, like, I was like, oh man, it's looking like 19, not even 19. Let's go to 2012, 2013, 2011. That's how it was looking when these dropped, man. And I was like, y'all, I don't know what's gonna happen with this sneaker game going forward. But like I said, man, things settled down and the smoke cleared, you know what I'm saying? But these right here, y'all, if you missed out on them, you might have just missed out, y'all, because like I said, this is a $400+ shoe. These retail for like what, $215, maybe $225, but you're gonna be coming off an extra $200+ to get your hands on metallic 5s. And if you do purchase a pair of metallic 5s, y'all, you see this outsole, man. Look, I got the perfect product to keep your outsole and your side caging looking as icy as it does straight out the box, y'all. Woo! Transitioning into bang! Capsole's sneaker preservers, y'all. Capsule sneaker preservers is a lab-tested product that helps slow down the aging of your shoe, and it also is handy if you want to just store your shoes in some cool looking bags, y'all. But this product right here is a exclusive product. A lot of people have been recommending it. I have been using it for a while, man. You can check out my past videos, but Capsules is the perfect thing to use, especially on shoes like your Jordan 5s that have those clear icy side cages, and of course the translucent clear bottoms. That helps, of course, slow down the yellowing. For shoes such as Fragment Jordan 3s, you guys know that shoe just got yellowed from just sitting in the box in a matter of months, y'all. But with a product like this, you will slow that down significantly. You will not have that crazy dark yellowish color. It, of course, would have maybe a slight tint because you can't help it with that shoe, but it will slow down the aging drastically, y'all. And for someone like myself who owns a lot of shoes, I can't wear them all at once, this is the perfect product, y'all, because I can just store them. I don't have to worry about them crumbling up as fast, you know what I'm saying? So it just slows down the aging of the shoe. And I don't know about y'all, when I take my shoes out the box, my new shoes, I like them looking crispy as they first look when I first looked at them straight from the store, you know what I'm saying? So this is the product that helps you do that, man. It does come in a cylinder-like, you know what I'm saying, looking container, and on the back it does have a QR code for you to scan, and you see what it says, scan for instructions. Simple process. All you gotta do is scan that, and it will take you to a site that walks you through step by step on how to preserve those shoes, y'all. But inside it does come with a cartridge, and yes, y'all gotta pay attention because a lot of y'all ask me how to keep them shoes looking new. This is the product for y'all, man. And they do have a sale, I want to say a membership sale going on, so tap in. I will link it down below. But it does come with this little pouch right here. Inside here you will have a nozzle and you will have a cartridge, y'all. Now in this cartridge is that fresh air that will pump inside of this sealed case that you do get with the Capsule's preservers, raw. Right here, this is sealed for freshness, the Capsule bag. So your shoes will get stored in here. You can see it right there from the B-roll. I already got some of my shoes loaded up, y'all. And I have been buying these. I'm actually a member of the club, so I do get these so every often, of course, a couple a month. But I have been throwing my shoes in here, my grails, y'all, because when you spend a lot of money on them shoes, you want to make sure that you keep them protected. You don't want them to yellow up. You don't want them to crack on you, because hey, if you think like me, sneakers are investments, y'all. So invest into sneaker preservers, y'all. Like I said, it's gonna keep them shoes looking icy white, slow down the yellowing, slow down the crumbling, and yeah, man, they gonna look just like how they looked when you took them out the box for that first time, man. So definitely tap in. I will link them down below. Like I said, man, they do have a sale on their membership right now. For those of y'all who've been asking me, that is the way to slow down the aging, the yellowing of all your shoes, especially Jordan 11s, just anything with icy bottoms or clear cages such as the Jordan 5s, y'all. So if you want to keep them looking new, tap in the capsules. The link is down below, y'all. But moving on, I had to let y'all know that since we pulled out some 5s and I seen how clean they look. Let's go to the next shoe and let's see what else is going crazy in price, y'all. Bang! I want to say these were next, y'all. Brick by brick Jordan 4s. Now, we just talked about the non-collab GR sneaker of the year. For me so far, y'all, this has to be the sneaker of the year thus far, man. The Jordan 4, of course, Nigels. This was another shoe that people went crazy for. Now, prices of these have been up to, I want to say, $1,100, $1,200 prior to the release. Right about now, certain sizes, I've seen $800, y'all. Like, this is a pricey shoe, y'all. These retail for $225, but depending on the size that you wear, man, you're gonna be paying anywhere from $400 to $800 to secure a pair right now in July or anytime after that, y'all. And prices of these are only going up. But yes, man, the Nigel 4s, definitely a shoe that, hey, took off and it just did not look back, y'all. So like I said, man, if you missed out on Nigels, I don't know if I want to tell you to strike now, but the price isn't going backwards, y'all. That's all I can say. All I'm seeing on these things is they just going up, up, and up. But let me know, is this your sneaker of the year so far, man? But Nigel 4 is definitely one of them ones that I feel like if you don't own a pair, you might want to do what you got to do to go ahead and get a pair now, because you will end up paying more money as the clock ticks, y'all. But Nigel 4's definitely had to be one of them shoes of this year that price just blew up right in front of our face, y'all. Let's go to the next shoe. Bang! Skr, skr. Ferrari Air Jordan 14s. Now, this one is one of the more recently released pairs, and this shoe is going for $300+ depending on size. Some sizes after fees, you're gonna be in the $400 range, y'all. But this is a shoe that I expected for it to do what it do. Of course, OG Ferraris kind of did the same thing. But classic Jordan 14, one of those colorways, one of those sleek, unique looking shoes. Definitely clean, man. But if you do not own a pair of these, you will be paying around $150 to $200 above its retail price to get your hands on a pair of these, y'all. But definitely clean. A lot of people will argue the OGs are better than these. I mean, if this was the original pair that came out the first time around, a lot of people will be picking this pair over, of course, that OG pair. But it's just, we like what we're used to, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, with that being said, I'm liking the OGs over these. But yeah, if you don't own either pair, I mean, the choice is yours whether you want to grab a pair of these or the OGs, because I want to say the OGs are right around the same ballpark in price. And hopefully, the person who does have that OG, before they ship it to you, hopefully they had them preserved in a capsule sneaker preserver, because if it was in something like that, it'll have that nice bright vibrant red on it. The colors will still be there. It'll be wearable. But if it wasn't in the capsules preserver, I don't know, it might be a faded red, y'all. So be mindful of that. I just go ahead and get the 2025 pair just to be safe. But hey, if you can see the pair first, go ahead and go for it. But if you can't see it, I wouldn't buy a 2014, is it, or 2015 pair in 2025. That's just me. But yes, man, prices are up on these. Like I said, y'all, $350 to $400 on Ferrari 14s, and it happened fast, y'all. So a couple months down the line, around the holidays, this might be added another $50 on top of what it's going for right now. So if you want them, go ahead and get your hands on a pair ASAP. Ferrari 14s, one of them ones. Let's keep it moving. Bang! Ooh-hoo-hoo! Now, somebody tell me what happened here, y'all. This and another shoe that I'm gonna show y'all is got to be like the two most wild shoes for your boy Jay, man. But Air Max 95 Big Bubble OG Neons, y'all, are going for crazy amounts, y'all. $500 in select sizes, y'all, for Air Max 95.
Boy, ain't no way.
It is crazy. I didn't even know people liked Air Max like that all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? But the Air Max 95 OG Neon Big Bubbles, of course, this is the 2025 pair that released in just spurts, you know what I'm saying? We shall be seeing these restock. We're waiting a whole year pretty much for them to restock in 2026. That were rumored to be releasing this year. However, the only stores that released them was JD, and everyone else kind of got their releases delayed until 2026. So if you were able to get your hands on them from JD when these released, hey, you did good. You saved yourself a lot of money. But if you wanted them, or you do want them, you're gonna be paying about $300 above retail to $400, close to $400 above retail. Dang. To get your hands on a pair of the OG Big Bubble Air Max 95s, which is, bruh, that is crazy. That is crazy, man. But yes, is this worth the prices that they're going for? Y'all let me know. But Air Max 95 OG Big Bubbles, not only this colorway, of course you got the pink foams, you got the orange, the total oranges, like just Air Max 95 in general. Inflation, y'all. But let's move to the next shoe. Bang! Woo! Now remember, I told you there's another shoe. That shoe, the Air Max, and this shoe, I don't know what's going on, but the little Yachty Air Force ones going dummy, y'all. So this colorway, although who would have thought it would have been a fan favorite, y'all? It has patent leather all over it. People hate a patent leather looking shoe, y'all. In 2025, people hate, or do they? Huh. Times are changing, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Because if you guys remember a few years back, y'all, shoes with patent leather used to be them shoes. For example, Jordan 11s used to be on top of their game. Very expensive, very, very hard shoe to get your hands on. Now it's like people aren't feeling Jordan 11s like that. But will Jordan 11s make a comeback? Because patent leather shoes seem to be doing something. At least this one is. But the Yachty Air Forces, y'all, these are going for an insane amount. So I spoke about these, I want to say like a week ago. Since that time, y'all, they have went up like another $50 to $75 since that time, y'all. So these are rapidly going up, y'all. I could have got like 2 size runs of these at like $215 each. And I was like, nah, there's no way. I'm good. That's too much money. But like I said, y'all, you never know, y'all. Like a lot of people tell me, yo, if I only knew what those Black Cat Jordan 4s was gonna do, man, I would have bought all of them, bro. They was sitting everywhere. We know, but we can never predict the future, you know what I'm saying? So it's shoes that are releasing today that are just widely available that maybe in a couple months, a couple years are gonna be going for just fortunes. But we can't see the future. If we did, these shoes would sell out, y'all. But I didn't see the future with these, and yeah, this one bit me in the butt. But you know, you win some, you lose some. But this one has to be, alongside the Air Max 95, one of the most inflated shoes of 2025 thus far. That I own especially, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Yachty Air Force's price is ridiculous, y'all. But yeah, did you cop a pair? Are you gonna cop a pair? A lot of people weren't feeling them, but like I said, man, hype beast. That price might make somebody feel them. But let's move to the next shoe. Bang! Now a recently released shoe, y'all. The Caitlin Clark Kobe. Is this a Kobe 6? Kobe 5. Kobe 5. I'm gonna say Kobe 5. I'm gonna say Kobe 5, y'all. I don't know. Kobe 5. I'm sticking with Kobe 5. Caitlin Clark, Kobe 5s, y'all. Her first signature PE colorway to say. This shoe is going for quite a bit, y'all. $400 to $450 depending on size. And yeah, I got lucky on a pair for retail. But if you are a fan of Caitlin Clark, a fan of Kobe, and you wanted to get this pair and you missed out, yeah, you're gonna have to fork out an extra $200 to get your hands on these. And I do foresee this pair going up, y'all. She does have another colorway coming out, I want to say later this year, around maybe the fall or even around the winter seasons. But once that pair comes out, as we approach it, y'all, this pair is just gonna start going up in price because this is the original. This is the first colorway PE to say with her, of course, collab with Kobe and Nike. So yeah, man, this is going to be one of the most profitable ones. And like I said, y'all, just looking at the numbers of it right now, I never would have thought that these would be doing what they're doing. They're doing, you know, Grinch, you know, reverse Grinch numbers. You know, of course, reverse Grinches, they went up even more. Those are up, but around the time when reverse Grinches first released, they were sitting right around 350, 400, and like I said, man, those are up. And I see the same thing happening with these. So if you want Caitlin Clark, of course, Kobe 5s, you might want to bite that bullet and grab them now if you want them that bad. But if not, you're just gonna have to miss out on them altogether. But yeah, man, Caitlin Clark, hey, she got them in a chokehold right now, y'all. Bang! Now I had to throw this one on there, y'all. This is a recently released Jordan 1, and I don't know, y'all. I want to say overseas at certain locations, these are still available, y'all. They still sitting over there, but to get them in the US, y'all, $250 to $300, y'all, and that is $100 over the retail price, y'all. The K54 Jordan 1 lows, this shoe is actually growing a lot of popularity. I'm starting to see more and more people rock this shoe. Y'all comment down below and let me know, is this one that you guys wanted to get your hands on? Would you have copped? If this was a US release, would you have copped these, y'all? A lot of Jordan 1 lows haven't been selling in the US. Like Obsidians are still out there, Rookie of the Years are still out there. I saw Baron lows yesterday. Like a lot of Jordan 1s, the Royal Jordan 1, like almost every Jordan 1 low that released in the US is available still in the US, you know what I'm saying? Would this have been one of them ones to sell out? I would think not, you know what I'm saying? I think that this one would have sat as well, y'all, but I think it's just because the availability of it, you know, it being limited, it's making people want them more. Prices are up on them, people are paying for them, and it's just like I said, y'all, it's a thing called hype, you know, and people want what they can't have, and this is one of them shoes that everyone's not able to have, you know, unless you're gonna pay to play, you know what I'm saying? But yes, the K54s had to make the list, y'all. This is a recently released shoe, but prices did jump up on these. I showed y'all the video. I paid like $160 for these, you know what I'm saying? And that same size right now is going for like $300+. So I got in at the right time, and yeah, got my pair right here, y'all. But let's keep it moving to the last shoe. Bang! Now, y'all, this had to make the list, y'all, because I was scrolling and I seen the prices on this shoe, and I was like, wait, the shoes that released on July 17th? The Lebrons? The Lebrons? Yeah, man, these Lebrons in certain sizes are going for some ridiculous amounts, y'all. This is, of course, the prime, is it 93s? I'm not sure, I'm freestyling right now, y'all, but this is, of course, a mutation to say, of course, with a diamond turf colorway and Deion Sanders, of course, 21 sneaker. You know, you can see it, got the strap on there just like a diamond turf, same colorways, same meshing on the side, but this shoe is in this size, y'all. This same size that I have right here is going for like $450 after fees, y'all. Crazy. Are you spending that for a pair of LeBrons? No, I didn't pay that for these. Nothing close to it, because I wouldn't even have it right now. But these right here, y'all, we will see. When these release, are they limited? You know what I'm saying? Will the prices go down? I'm 100% sure that they will go down. But at the time of making this video, y'all, select sizes are going for $350, $300+. And these retail for like $200, y'all. So it is a shoe that I just wanted to shed some light on right now. This shoe will be releasing at the end of this week. I want to say maybe Friday. So comment down below, are you copping or going after, of course, these Deons? Y'all let me know. But yeah, man, that is pretty much it for the shoes that I have in my possession that just have inflated right in front of my face, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's probably other shoes. I just didn't have time to go through all of them, but y'all, it's a real thing, man. And FOMO is a real thing as well. So like I said, man, a lot of the time people want these shoes and they want to dish out the money for them, y'all. I just say just go on to the next shoe, y'all. It's always gonna be that one that you miss. And the reason why your boy Jay gets a lot of shoes, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, is because I'm a content creator. This is what I do, and I wouldn't advise everyone, if you don't do this, you know what I'm saying, if this is not like, you know, something that you love, you're getting paid off of it, it's not a hobby, ain't no need to spend out all that money, man. It's not worth it, y'all. Like, they're inflating these prices for no reason, you know what I'm saying? So that's my word to y'all. But no, I appreciate y'all as always. If you like this style of video, hit the thumbs up, comment down below. We want to see the most deflated shoes of 2025, and I will bring out some shoes that are under retail, right around retail, that I think are steals, you know what I'm saying? We'll do a part 2 to this. So y'all comment down below and let me know. But that is it, man. Your boy Jay has got to clean up all these shoes that I threw around the room. And yeah, that's what I gotta do, edit this video as well. But y'all enjoy y'all day. I am gone. Y'all stay blessed to the next one. Tomorrow, are we doing this weekend sneaks? No, we not, because ain't nothing releasing this weekend except for Aqua 8s. So we will do a movie on that. So stay tuned, y'all. But appreciate y'all. I'm gone. Peace.